What is up, and welcome back to Zakkongen and the September drawing video. I know it's a bit late, but can we just oversee that? This video is One Piece characters as dragons, and I think each of these drawings turned out really good. They had their own style to it. Each of them had their own style I kind of drew in, and yeah, I hope you like them too. So I don't want to hold you. Let's get into the video. Hello, my name is Sir William III. And 3 months ago, a biologist friend of mine invited me to join him on an expedition to the Caribbean, where I was able to study many new dragons I had never seen before. Now recently, my friend once again invited me to join him on another expedition, and of course I did not hesitate to agree. But now, let's talk dragons. The first dragon I researched on this trip was the Justice Smoke Dragon. The Justice Smoke Dragon is a big dragon with light grey scales and dark green fur. It has also eaten the incredible fruits of the Caribbean, and has the ability to produce an incredibly thick smoke from its mouth and wings. This smoke is so thick that it can move physical objects and hurt those who dare face it. The smoke can also deflect attacks and projectiles off itself, making it useful for both offensive and defensive purposes. With that in mind, most would think that this dragon is a terrifying beast of destruction and death, but in fact this dragon is quite the opposite. You see, as the name suggests, the Justice Smoke Dragon has an incredible sense of justice, but also an incredible hate toward pirates. One time I was traveling around the area and discovered a village about to be attacked by pirates. I was about to fly down and engage the pirates, but suddenly I heard a mighty roar coming from above and saw a Justice Smoke Dragon soar down towards the pirate ship, and sending a cloud of smoke towards it, crushing the ship and sending the crewmates flying and swimming for their lives. And when the dragon returned to the village, the locusts placed it. This dragon was truly a sight to behold, and is a great example of what I strive to show people, that dragons are not just wild, rapid animals, but that they do have morals. So this was the Smoker Dragon. I really like this dragon. I think I nailed this one. In the end of the story, I just barely realized that all the dragons have powers because of the fruits that they eat. So I had to rush back and edit that one. I think that was pretty funny. And yeah, I really like it. This is where I draw a destroyed ship and a pirate man who's gonna sit down in front of the dragon that's just standing over him menacingly. And I don't really know why it would have fur. It's in the Caribbean. I feel like the Caribbean is pretty hot to be in. But Smoker has fur. He lives in like a Caribbean-ish place. So I'm not asking questions about my own drawing. But yeah, I don't have much to say about this dragon. It's just I kind of nailed it. I do think I could, and one thing I could get better at is that the shadows. I think right now all I need to get better is shadows, because they're gonna be kind of bland. But aside from that, the tire turned out on the fire and desert, the beach and fires and plants and stuff. It turned out pretty good. And the little pirate guys just down there like, what do we do? And he's just like, you were going to kill a lot of people. I am justice. Yeah, and I gave it the justice sense. And the reason I gave it all that justice stuff is because Smoker, in the anime when I was just finished last time, and that's why I wanted to do Smoker. I just, the immediate thing that stood out to me is that he was so justice focused. All he thought about was just justice, justice, justice. Kill those pirates. Get them out of here. And I think that would make a really cool concept for a dragon. So yeah, that's the Smoker Dragon. Hope you like it. Now, this next dragon also shows this side, but in a completely different way. You see, the Black Leg Inferno is a sleek, black and aerodynamic dragon that primarily uses its legs for hunting and combat, and is what you might call a master at cooking. That is because this dragon has a deep understanding of the art of cooking. The dragon has been seen only eating food it has prepared itself, and also preparing food for those in need of it. When researching this dragon, I got to interview a couple that had encountered this dragon after a several-day trip to a doctor. The couple had run out of food and was starving after a long trip, but they encountered the dragon. And this is when I learned another interesting quirk of this dragon, which was that this dragon will act kinder towards women than men. The couple told me that the dragon had of course made a good meal for both of them, but it had put even more effort into the food of the lady. I investigated deeper and learned that this trait was a mental thing passed down generations of dragons. You see, a long time ago, this dragon had been hunted by male hunters and had therefore never experienced harm from females. That led to this dragon appreciating females more than males. This dragon is another great example of my goal, but the last dragon is far darker than the first two. So, the Sanji dragon actually really helped me learn about drawing dragons, because I had a lot of trouble drawing him. In the beginning, I wanted to have him like a drake with like giant legs that I kicked with, but I had a really hard time not making him look like hunched over and just weird. So it was hard. I just couldn't find the right way, and I asked my dad about this, and he said, "What if?" And he asked what if I made it more aerodynamic, like sleek, and I learned that. And then I realized that not all dragons have to be like big, bulky, muscular beasts. And I really loved drawing this dragon after that. It went smoothly after I just made it aerodynamic. So yeah, that helped a lot. And the fire, of course, I haven't actually made it to the part where Sanji can use fire and kicks. But I've seen it online. I know he can do that. And as for that, yeah, I really like this dragon actually. I added a lot. I added the horns on his head. One of them spirals into the eye spiral, because I couldn't just add a spiral by his eye because that would look weird. So it made the horn spiral, and the tail actually also spirals because of that. That was an art decision I made. And also from that, yeah, the claws. I didn't say this, but the claws, that's what it uses for cutting food. And the background. In the beginning, I really didn't kind of like it. I thought it felt like kind of bland. You'll see, because but right now I can say that's because it felt bland because I made it too round. It feels like this is the Earth, and like it feels like you should be able to see something behind it. If you like look out at the distance, you see flat. You don't see it go round. So yeah, that was a problem. I didn't really realize that until later in the drawing. Yeah, but I do think it turned out fine after that. Yeah, and I don't really have anything to say about it. So I'll just send you to some music. Hope you enjoyed the Sanji jargon. The last dragon I will talk about is the Blade-Nosed Sea Dragon, and this dragon is unfortunately the opposite of what I tried to show. The Blade-Nosed Sea Dragon is a giant light blue and yellow dragon with tiger stripes and fins lining its back and tail. Each of its arms have 4 powerful spikes on the side and a clawed webbed hand. Its head also has a peculiar sun marking. None of the locals knew of its origins, so I was never able to learn of it. Now, the reason I said this dragon is the opposite of what I tried to show is because at every occasion this dragon has been encountered, it has always rampaged through villages, destroying everything in its wake. Now, I do know that in the past this dragon was hunted because people feared it, but it was far too powerful for most people to kill, and it lived far out in the ocean, so not many of the species were actually killed. And that still doesn't justify its behavior. I was able to study a dead specimen and learned that something interesting information. I learned that its mentality is wild and evil. Now that is all the dragons I had time to research on this trip. But of course, I would much appreciate joining another trip and learning more about the wonderful dragons that inhabit the Caribbean. So, the Arlang dragon was my favorite dragon that I made. I just really loved how the colors mixed together, like the tiger stripes with the blues and the red marking on top. Really mixed together well. The background is gonna end up great. I felt think myself, just atmosphere, and yeah, the reason in the lore part of the dragon, reasons I said I didn't know that nobody knew how what the marking was, is because I don't know what the marking is. I haven't watched that far. I know something about it being from his old crew, but I know nothing more. That's all I know. So yeah, that's why I said that he has this strange marking. These dragons have this strange marking that nobody knows anything about. But else from that, yeah, I just really wanted to draw Arlang. I think he was a really cool villain. Of course, he was an evil villain. That's also why and I feel like I don't know if why he does that. I just know he doesn't like humans, but like most of these humans haven't done nothing to you, Arlong. That's how I was like that its mentality is inherently evil, also in lore. Oh yeah, and that's just all the chops and scars and the fins and stuff. A lot of it just turned out well. It just turned out like how I had imagined it. My only problem with this drawing was that I couldn't get his head right until I looked at Arlong and it was like, Arlong doesn't have a shark head. Is he even a shark? So therefore that's how I made the head. And yeah, that was the Arlong dragon. Hope you like it. Yeah. So that was the One Piece characters as dragons video. I hope you like it. I liked them. I already said that in the start. But yeah, each of these dragons. If I had to choose a favorite, it would be the Arlong dragon. I think the Arlong dragon was best. I just like the background, like the feel the background gave. Yeah, it was just really good. So yeah, if you liked the video, you could like, subscribe, comment, share. All those things help out the channel a lot. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, which is gonna be something you've never seen before. See you then.